get the right microphone. Good evening, Jim Nanette. IB6 ASU stuck in a campo. 79 degrees. It's starting to cool off a little, which is good, because it was too hot this afternoon to go out and work in the garage or anywhere else on the property. I haven't listened to see how the whereby sounds, but I did hear people talking on it, so you've got some audio on channel 4. Oh well. Quick plug. If you guys want to watch amateur television the real way, all it takes is a free-to-air receiver and an antenna, and you too can watch all the fun. Now there are 4 different video channels coming off of Mount Diablo. We have a main channel, we have our high definition channel, we have our security channel, which also does the weather station up on Diablo, and the steerable camera that's up on Diablo. And then we have the one that does the Foursquare, where you can watch all the characters over there on Whereby. So there you go. Alright, my plug for the night. Back in the woodwork. IB6 ASU, definitely stuck in a campo.
Okay, for DLA, where I get exciter back receiver, but I get the picture back, and I don't know why I've got the channels programmed in. I don't know if I have to do a rescan, because the N4 DLA channel comes in just fine. switch over to W6CX, none of their channels come in at all. Antenna's pointed the right way, but not getting anything. So, and everything's all connected up, so I have to check some more connections, I guess. So, last Saturday anyway, was the ARL 222 megahertz and up contest, and I made about 20 contacts operating portable from 222 up to 1.2, about 6 less than the last time I did it 2 years ago. Just nobody mountain topping, nobody on Mount Diablo. Not sure why. I guess everybody's on 6 meters because it allegedly was open to Europe, at least on the digital modes. I did listen briefly. I didn't have an antenna for it, but I listened, and it was open. In a meter contest, sideband 1010 was last week. Worked stations couldn't CW American CRT or whatever. A lot of CW stations on 10 meters. Wow, haven't heard that many in a long time. Of course, the contest, as soon as it's over, everybody gone. So I worked one QRP station, or I tried a QRP contact, made it to Los Altos. Not good. Should be able to do better than that when the band's open and people are contesting. So anyway, I hope I can fix my receive situation, because I can certainly receive my exciter picture. Or maybe I'm not getting a picture into the repeater. Who knows? So anyway, Jim, I sent you something on the DATV QSO party for the carrier newsletter. That looks okay. So otherwise, it's National Catfish Month. Catfish races on Bethel Island. I don't know when. Back to you, Jim. K6SOE in the weekly edition of the Mount Diablo Amateur Radio Club Digital Amateur Television Net. Oh, just one question maybe for NJ6E. Stan, my Coquit or whatever DVB2 receiver, it always has the red on symbol on. I can't seem to turn that off. And with the remote control, I keep hitting it, and it won't turn on, won't turn off. I just flip it with the switch. So I don't know if that has something inhibiting my repeater reception or not. So K6SOE and 4DLA Arinda.
Here real quick. If I do this, what happens? Anyway. Alright. Let's see. This guy is probably not here. Let's go to Dave, WB6DTB.
Um, 68 degrees in Sonoma, 68. And so let me go over what I was observing here. You had no audio on channel 1 or on the bat stream. Fred and Matthew had good audio on both. And then when you just came on there and said, let me try this, or what, and then your audio came in again for a short time, but then when I did call John and came back again, your audio was gone again on channel 1. However, you do have audio on channel 4. So whatever all that means, I don't know, but I can hear my audio coming back through the speaker in the BAT streamer. So I know that I have audio, but I don't hear it for you. So anyway, I did watch the BAT's QO100 net today at noontime, and everybody was kind of dying of the heat. Apparently there's another heat wave going through UK, and it was in the, well, Fahrenheit, it was in the 90s today, and it's supposed to be, for the next 3 days, supposed to go higher, so they had 104 a couple weeks ago, so everybody's preparing for that, and not many people have AC in their houses there, so, but in the event, there is now an HDMI input mode for the ports down transmitters, but I think it only works on H.264, and we don't do that. So, and it also uses a dongle that costs $100, so that's also a little prohibitive. But I'll keep an eye on that as time goes by. Some people might be trying the $15 HDMI dongles, and maybe those will work, or who knows. But I was going to give it a try myself. Anyway, back to net. NJ6E is Stan in Sonoma.
Okay, Stan, thanks for checking in tonight. And yeah, I've got a pickle here, I think, as far as the audio goes. I've got either one mode or the other, and I'm not exactly sure whether I can switch between the two dynamically or not. And if I turn this up a little bit, yeah, I actually think I get audio on channel 1 now. Okay, let's try that. Matheson, can you hear me on whereby? Raise your finger. All right. Well, you can hear me. That's what counts. So, all right. I think we got everybody on channel 1 satisfied again. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. We got Stan. That guy's not here. Let's go over to John, ND6H in Concord.
Alrighty, let's see what happens here. Ah, there's my picture. What do you know? Alrighty. Well, we had a good time up in Reno for Hot August nights. Rained Friday evening. Did let up though in time for the parade to happen, although I think the turnout for the parade that night was kind of low because of the rain. I contributed some money to the Reno economy, unfortunately. Didn't go the other way around. But anyway, so we had a good time up there. Saw a whole bunch of nice cars and whatnot. And on the RV front, actually, on the drive up to Reno, the nice folks at Cummins called me to inform me that after they had replaced the wiring harness on the generator in the RV, that it had again shut off, so they had given up trying to fix it, and they were now trying to locate a new generator to put in my RV, which is what I told them they should have been doing in the first place. But anyway, so we're, they said Tuesday? Yeah, I think it was Tuesday. They said that they had located one, but they weren't sure when it was going to arrive in San Leandro. So that's the update there. On the PG&E power line interference, they came back out again and determined that basically I'm surrounded by power line interference sources, and apparently they can't seem to get someone to come out and trim trees to get rid of the biggest source so they can move on from there and try to locate some of the other sources. So I guess we'll see what happens there. That's kind of frustrating, but then again, after the multi-years it took for the last time around with this, I guess I'm doing all right at this point. So we'll see what happens there. And I'm not sure if they corrected the problem in Florida yet. The last I heard they hadn't. So I guess we'll see what happens. We'll be down there a week from this coming Saturday for about a week. So I guess I can deal with that then. FT8 wise, nothing spectacular really. A lot of local stuff inside the United States and Canada and whatnot. So that's the updates there. Jim, thanks for doing the net. John, Concord, ND6H.
All right, John. Thank you for checking in tonight, and glad to hear that everything's going okay. And someday they'll get you some generator there for your RV, so have them give you a great big battery in the meantime. So let's see if Kevin's here tonight. KK6JPN. All right, we'll give Bob a call here. WB6KWT. He's pretty much been Sundays only. How about my neighbor Mike, W6MEW? Okay, we don't see Mike. Let's try Owen, KK6Q. Okay, no Owen tonight. I'm Jim, K6SOE. Net control for the video portion of tonight's W6CXNet. Next on my list is Jerry, KB6T. Okay, no Jerry tonight. Let's go over to Cal, K6VT, see if he's got a radio check in here. Okay, hearing none, I'm going to take audio check-ins now for the net before we go to other modes here. So I'll take audio check-ins Alpha through Gulf, Alpha through Gulf. All right, Hotel through November, Hotel through November. Oscar through Sierra, audio check-ins. Alright, last but not least, Tango through Zulu. Tango through Zulu check-ins. Hey, good evening. Are you watching tonight, or can you transmit? Okay, Keith. Thank you for checking in tonight. That's a good thing you're watching. So, all right. Hope you can get the transmit up soon. So, all right. Any other audio check-ins? Alpha through Zulu. Okay, I'm gonna go sideways here and bring in the whereby group. I'm going to turn this audio down here and turn the other one up, and promote each station one by one for check-ins. So, roll in standby will get you first here.
television systems in Southern California. Jim, turning it back to you. Thank you very much for this opportunity. KC6JPG.
All right, rolling. Sounds good. Let's see if I can do that. And let's bring up this guy here. He lost wages, Dennis.
Good evening, Jim and Lynette. And yeah, we're getting tired of humidity. 25 to 30% humidity is horrific for Vegas, and right at 100 degrees. So temperature is not bad, but well, I do pity people who have 100% and anything more than 25% humidity. We're used to single digit humidity, and yeah, this is almost intolerable. Unless you have a hose in your hand, you can cool off real fast with that. But otherwise, not a bad day. At sundown, the last half hour of sunlight, I usually sit outside in a lawn chair with the cat that lives in my ham shack. I let her out, and we sit outside, and I read a magazine. And of course, today was a Popular Mechanics magazine from 1988, and they were describing the new launch facility that was going to go up in California, the West Coast launch facility that apparently was never built, and they had planned 3 launches from California. I guess a year or 2 after that, but it was never built, and that's what happens, you know. Things happen, things change. But yeah, it's interesting. I have a collection of magazines from also the ham radio magazine, as well as Popular Science, Mechanics Illustrated. So if I want to build anything, all I have to do is get off my butt and do it. But there's a lot of resources. Plus, there's a lot of resources online. So I spend a lot of time reading. I don't know, but I can't do much with all the knowledge if I don't have the time. So there's definitely a lot of knowledge that goes by. Back to you, Jim and Lynette. You all have a good evening. This is KA7HQB. Good evening.
All right, Ben.
All right, Ben.
Thank you. And let's see. Who's next? Matheson in the dark.
Now I'm in the light. KJ60ZB, A. Matheson here in West Berkeley. I'm going to wait for the echo to come back. Now I have to turn the stuff down, the hill down. Well, hi everyone. Coming in tonight. We fixed a bunch of those echoes. We have to pick and choose who we want to listen to. We want to listen to the hill or listen to you, Jim. So, hey, you know, somebody else. This is the second time I've been talked about these today. And, you know, if you're comfortable buying from AliExpress, these are those little USB to HDMI boxes, and I picked up a few of these, and it works great. You know, we're recording the kids' Nintendo Switch the other day. He's like, Dad, you got to record a bunch of this stuff. So I'll record some video for him. We'll cut it up and do it some. He wants to be a YouTuber, but yeah, he just sees all the talking. Second thing on the bench tonight, I decided to let the computer control some things. So if we don't get too much of the blur, I picked up this cool little block, and it's the GPIO, and you do all the little terminal blocks, but there's LEDs to indicate each one that gets powered on. Kind of neat. I like blinky lights. So KJ6DZB 73, and thank you very much for running the net. Oh, I had a question about. Well, yeah. Oh, we'll chat later on whereby.
Okay.
73 guys.
All right. Let's see. The next guy over here is Lee. K0CCU.
Okay, K6SOE, K0CCU, Lee in Glendale, Arizona. It's about 96 degrees over here. I forgot what the humidity was, but it was up around the earlier today. But lightning and everything way out around us, everybody seems to get a flag staff to Nogales to Lake Havasu to those kind of things. But we've gotten a couple of showers here in the last week or so, and enough to every time I go out when I'm trying to kill some weeds, as soon as I spray it, the rain will come. Then I gotta go out and spray it again. But that's the way way it goes. And I know this, but on Sunday night, Rod came in and told us that a long-time ATVer around many years, some of you may know, but that was K1ATV. Bill Munsell lived out in, and he was the Bill with one L, and I can remember him talking about doing ATV back in I forget exactly when, over in at the Rose, way back, so Bill was a member of ATN here for years, and in later years he just got his health was going downhill, and he was having trouble with diabetes and things like that. So, but he passed away on, I don't know, it was 30th of July or something like that. And I forget the number of calls that he has had, but his latest one was K1AD, and he's one that said that ham should be seen, not only heard. He also used to post them. He's not a genius, but he plays one. And he was in the 1% of the Mensa folks in the nation. I guess that Mensa, those people with extremely high IQ. But he passed away, and I think John and many of us, well, we knew him. He used to come. In fact, if you look at if you go on W7 ATN and you look at the dog and pony show that comes up there when there's no signal on, you'll see him in there. We used to have to get a special chair for Bill because of his heavy weight, and raised his white hair beard. He always every year looked just like Santa Claus. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was out doing some mowing in my backyard, and a piece of coax with my lawnmower. It didn't sever it, but it sure boogered up the shield on the outside. But it didn't make a whole lot of difference, because when I went and looked at the other end, it's hooked to my vertical, my HF9V, which is I can't remember who makes it. Starts with a B, I think. Anyway, at the coil, at the base of it, I noticed that the coax wasn't hooked there anymore. It had broken off. So hitting a little coax there wasn't going to make much difference, because it wasn't hooked to the antenna anymore. And that's a section of coax that's 75 ohm. I don't know, they do that for matching, I guess. There's a long section of 20 to 25 feet of 72 ohm coax before it connects into the 50 ohm. And stub, or whatever they call it. Anyway, it
Butternut.
on this multi-band verdict. Yeah, butternut, that's it. It's a butternut. And it's ground mounted. I did originally have it mounted up on the roof and had a counterpoise on it. But I moved it because I'm putting other antennas up, so I still got the counterpoise out there. Anyway, we got extreme wind here last evening, but everything is still up, so I guess everything. That's about all I have going from over here. I had my little mini bite of ice cream after tacos tonight, and so I saved the good ones for when we have really spicy food. Anyway, back to you, Jim. Thanks for doing the net. Audio's sounding all really good tonight. And so back to you, K6. Oh, by the way, Roland, little Mike is KN0B. Not yeah, okay. My ears are bugging me then. Anyway, back to you, Jim. 6SOEK0CC Lee in Glendale, Arizona.
All right, Lee. Thank you for making it happen. Let's go over to John. AF6PA. What's new back in your neighborhood?
K6SOE, this is AF7PA, way over here in North Carolina, and according to my computer, it says range to stop. It doesn't tell me a temperature, so I have noticed over here when it says range starting, you better duck because it's going to hit. And when it says range to stop, you probably got 5 minutes and it's gone. So I don't know how they know that. You said you couldn't find your mouse, so I got one here. I could recommend it. It never needs batteries, and it's always right here on the job. So if you want it, I'll pass it over.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to catch.
You got it?
I got it.
Okay. You're all
You
set.
can feed it to your pal back there. He likes those, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's got catnip in it, so he'll love that.
Yep. All right. Thank you, John.
You're welcome. Let's see. I went to the doctor 2 days ago, and he took a bite out of my ear, and pretty soon he came back and he says, "Well, you're okay," but he didn't give my ear back. So I think I got to write him a letter on that one. Today I went to another doctor, kidney test. I think the record for giving blood for tests was 4 vials, but they took 8. And she left the room with them, and 2 minutes later I got a beep on my phone that said I had lab results. So I don't know whether to trust them or not, but we'll see. And I have another test on Monday, and they're going to go to the other end. So he's requested gas X 30 minutes before my appointment. So I've never had that request before. He must know something I don't know. So you can see what kind of a day it's been over here. I'm trying to keep busy, but I'll tell you, it's getting tougher every day. So, AF7PA back to net.
Okay, John. Thank you for checking in, and yeah, those doctors don't want to get you from one end or the other, so. All right, who am I forgetting here? Let's see, we got Roland, and we got Dennis. Who's left? Except me.
The cat's on the side.
Yeah, well, I had one roaming around here a minute ago. Of course, when it's time to put them on TV, they all go away. So, all right, I'm going to dump the RF side
here, and we'll invite everybody back to do this again next week for the ATV net. 6 o'clock on Tuesdays, or 9 p.m. on Sunday mornings for the bathroom net. So we'll say 7-3 and continue this nonsense on whereby. Okay, successfully. Good night.
Good net, Jim.
Okay, we'll see if there's any feedback from the peanut gallery there. I don't see anybody.
Is that for Oakland over there?
What was that, Lee?
I says, is that Berkeley or whatever is up there in that
Feed 2?
In feed 2, KJ6 DZB, CMA Center, feed 2.
Yeah, it's a camera up in El Sobrante, but it's looking over at San Francisco. It can look at San Francisco. Also, yeah, the Sutro Tower there.
Oh, okay.
Lincoln.
Yeah, I like that tower.
Cool. Is that the one up on the hill?
In
Tech Briefs.
Yeah, that's the new one that just came out.
Tech Briefs. I use
find one that's leaning.
Yeah, the big unlocking the future of commercial or low Earth orbit. I was telling you guys that I was looking at mechanics, popular mechanics from 1988 and back then.